Okay, let's have a chat. Do you find yourself, like me, constantly comparing yourself to all the other content creators out there? You keep thinking they're bigger than me, their channels are bigger than me, they're bigger on LinkedIn, they're bigger on Instagram, they're bigger on TikTok. I don't even know where to start. I can't possibly achieve what they have achieved with where I am now. This is a huge struggle that I deal with on a regular basis, to be honest with you. And also, I know a lot of other people that deal with this as well. So I wanted to record this video to jump right into it and talk to you today, no matter where you are in this process. So today, if you're sitting here saying you want to start content creation, I'm speaking to you as well, because there's no better time to start than now. Or if you've already started creating content on any platform, it doesn't matter, and you're feeling burnt out, you're feeling fatigued, you're feeling frustrated, this video is also for you, because I want to talk about some of the mindset hacks that I use right now to keep me focused on the goal. So comparing yourself to others, let me give you the 3-part checklist. Number 1, do not get consumed with the social media analytics exclusively. It's almost impossible to not do this, because we're in this surround sound world where when we're putting things out there into the social media universe, every platform has this wonderful thing called metrics. And I was thinking about this the other day because I think, as a society, we love this. We love creating some sense of competition. And I think that's really healthy for us in many ways. But what happens is in the social media environment, if you think about it, all the people that created these platforms, at some point along the way, it seemed like a good idea to associate views and likes and watch time and all these things to give us probably some objective feedback on what's doing well, what's doing poorly. But this can become a monster when we start to create content and put it onto these platforms. Why? Because we're sizing ourselves up not only against other people that have been in the game longer sometimes, that are putting more energy into it. Frankly, we don't even know what situation that they're in. We just know that they, in theory, are doing better than us. And we're also sizing ourselves up against ourselves. So on YouTube, for example, the platform's awesome. It gives us so many metrics, almost too many that you even need to look at. But if you get into this rabbit hole of the YouTube Studio dashboard, you can even start sizing yourself up against yourself last week and the week before and last year, or a video that you posted that didn't do so well, or the video that posted that popped off. So I just want to put this out there to say I don't dislike metrics. Though having been in this YouTube game now for a little while, this is my newest platform, but I'm active on LinkedIn, I've been active on Instagram, and guess what? There's content also off these platforms. I've created content in the real world environment. I've spoken on stages, I've done live trainings on Zoom, I do action trainings in a webinar format where people join live. And all those things really help me test what content's actually working. So I really like metrics, but these platforms really set us up for defeat. We exist outside of social media, okay? And our skills exist outside of social media. And the most important thing to remember is our content matters no matter what the YouTube algorithm tells us, no matter what the Instagram algorithm tells us. That is a separate discussion in this content framework that we look at. So I don't want you to fall prey to what I've fallen into when I started the YouTube channel about 2 months ago, and I've run into this many times over when I feel like I'm comparing myself. Don't let yourself start sizing yourself up to other people right away, and also looking at your initial metrics on a platform or anything like that in a way that's going to stop you from being creative. Because what's going to happen is you're going to start getting into the game, and then you're going to immediately start questioning where you are and what you're doing. And you're going to start thinking, is my content good? The algorithm said it wasn't good. No one clicked on it. Oh no, what does that mean? Sure, packaging could change. Absolutely. A thumbnail could be tweaked. But a thumbnail, my friends, is not the totality of your content. A thumbnail and a title does not define who you are as an expert in your space. We are selling our expertise to people in venues that don't just exist in this social media platform. So we must remember that we're using these platforms to accelerate our message and get it out there more. So let's not get it twisted such that we're moving it around and we start to live and die for the platform. If you are starting out in content creation, or you're newer to a platform, or you're testing new content for that matter, do not let yourself get consumed with these metrics. I want you to first sit down and think about the first 10 to 20 videos or reels or YouTube shorts that you want to talk about. I want you to take a couple days and brainstorm that. And why do I say that? Because I want you to live in that moment. I want you to live in that expertise that you have. Because when you start going into the dashboard and you follow good YouTube guidance, for example, guess what the YouTube gurus say to do? And I agree with them. Go start searching on YouTube to figure out where your video is going to fall in the lineup. Well, guess what? That's a recipe to compare yourself to someone else. So you need to do that step. So I think you need to be centered and confident in your content, knowing what works off social media, what works when you're talking to your clients, or when you've spoken in real life, or when you've gotten a chance to talk to people in another setting where you understood that you actually made an impact on someone. Focus on that first, okay? And show up with those 15 videos. Because the last thing that I want you to do is what I've even struggled with recently in this YouTube journey, if I'm being honest with you, to start to think, should I post that video? No, that one's not good enough. The algorithm's not gonna like it. Oh no. And I had to take a moment and step back and say, wait a minute. I've been talking about these topics my entire career. These topics resonate with people on a human level. The creative consulting or the coaching that I'm talking about on this channel about helping you speak with confidence on camera, that resonates with people. I've seen it happen. It resonates with people in real life. So if it resonates with people in real life, it's going to resonate on this channel. The thing is, yes, I can work with packaging and thumbnails and all those kinds of things, but make sure the content is honoring who you are as a coach or as a consultant or as an expert, because that's what we want to put out there. Number 2, I want you to look at those big channels, those big Instagram accounts, all those things. I want you to look at them and remember that we do not know their journey. And I want you to look at their accounts if you need to, and I want you to go there with a mindset hack that works in real life. Like when we're not even talking about social media, this works through the lens of gratitude, okay? So coming there and not having that feeling in the pit of your stomach like you're comparing yourself and this competition is rising up, I want you to go to that massive account that's in the same space you work in, or this series of massive accounts. And behind this, by the way, are creators. These accounts are people. So I want you to go there and I want you to think, okay, I'm approaching this with a sense of gratitude. I am so grateful for the impact these people are having. And start looking at their content through the lens of gratitude and appreciation without thinking about the views. Imagine looking at their videos or their posts. And if you can trick your brain, imagining that the views are 0, or imagine they're not even there. Look at the content for what it is. That's powerful. I'm telling you, it's powerful, and it's hard to do, but if you can get yourself to do that, you're going to see the gold behind that account, and you're going to start to see that other creator, like me and like you, we are groups of people. And take social media away, if we were in real life in a venue right here today in Los Angeles where I am, hanging out, we would all be humans hanging out with each other. Let's humanize the situation and look at them as people, be thankful for where they are, appreciate what they've done, remove the vanity metrics, and understand the message, because it's likely that the creators you're following are putting out impactful content. So let's look at the impact and remove that feeling in the pit of our stomach like we're comparing ourselves. So that's number 2. Number 3, get centered in the morning. So if you're like me, you wake up in the morning and that is when you feel this onslaught of panic, guilt, feeling behind, you haven't created enough, you haven't made enough impact, you don't have enough this, you don't have enough views, you don't have enough whatever. You wake up feeling like you're less than who you should be. And if you let yourself internalize that early in the morning, you are going to shape your entire day through that lens. So I'm going to give you a few tactics that I do, and I think they could really help you. Number one, I do not look at social media in the morning before I even get through the whole morning routine and even do a first work task before I look at any social media. I don't look at text messages. I don't look at anything. And it's for this reason, because I want to get my mind centered so I can hear my own internal voice to understand, well, I'm a content creator for a reason. I'm doing creation today, whether you're working one-on-one with clients or you're actually creating mass content like social media. Well, what is my voice? What do I want to say? What's my intention for the day? So I talk a bit more about this in some of my other videos that I can share here in this description. So I'll put kind of a mindset list or series of videos there, but it's important to get up in the morning and ask yourself, what is my intention for the day? And how do I want to help people today? And let that rise up within you, because that's going to give you that's going to bolster your confidence when you're going into this really unforgiving content creation landscape where all these people are competing and there's all these metrics in front of you, and it's going to give you a sense of who you are. So that is number 3. So I want you to take these 3 tactics and really think about how you can employ these right away. Because again, whether you're starting content creation today or you're starting on a new platform or you're in it and you're just really trying to find your way, you showed up at this video and you're feeling down and out about it, these things are going to help you immediately. So if you're really enjoying this video, go ahead and give it a like, because as you know, more people will see it on YouTube and they can benefit from it just like you are. I have a little bit of a secret. So I'm putting together a private community of people like yourself, if you're here on this video, that really want to create authentic and powerful content. So I'm excited about that, and I'm creating a waitlist for that. So if you look in the description below, there's going to be a link for you to sign up, and I want you to go ahead and put your name in there and let me know you're interested, because I'm collecting people together like us so we can inspire each other, empower each other to really create authentic content and not lose ourselves to all these vanity metrics in the algorithm. So go ahead and check that out in the description. But before we're done talking about how to take action right away, there's one more thing that's going to help you accelerate your success as a content creator, no matter where you are. And that is understanding what you are about and what your personal brand is about. So check out this video where I walk you through how to figure out what your content should actually talk about. So I'll see you in the next video, and thanks for watching. Later.